Hi everyone, Brett here, high altitude scale modeling. Yep, we have it right here. You saw it on the news flash number 2, B-17G early production, 48 scale, HK Models B-17 series, which means hopefully we're going to get many more. Beautiful box art, natural metal finish, looking good. 658mm wingspan, 474mm length, 254 parts. It looks like kit number 01F001, number 1. Warning for those, this is for 14 and older. CAD drawings. A little bit about the kit. Looks like we got 2 options. One in olive drab, one in natural metal. Cooperation with HK, large scale modeler. We all grew up with the Revell one, the Monogram one. We built it, we loved it, it was our only one. Let's see what we got here. Alright, this over here, we've got 2 fuselage, 2 wing screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, nose, tail, 2 sprues of clear parts. Let's start with some fuselage halves, shall we? Self-sealing bags, which I can't figure out how to open. Alright, so there's 48 scale. Here is my build series 72nd scale B-17G. Bam! And you know, we all know how big this is because we've all built the Revell version. Monogram, then Revell Monogram. Anyway, really nice, crisp panel lines, rivet detail, strengthening plates raised, good raised detail on the rudder, wonderful, wonderful rivet detail. Check all that out. Very nice panel lines. A little locking system for the wings. Here's all your ejector pins. Need a little cleanup, but hey, that just means there probably shouldn't be any inside here. Got a nice structural detail in there with absolutely zero in the way of ejector pin marks. Now you've got in here is a little HK Model logo and part A2. Guess that makes this part A1. Probably not going to be a whole lot of difference between the two, but let's check to be sure. Nice, good, sturdy, crinkly bags. You like how ejector pins everywhere to push this out of the mold. Even cover on the bottom, where some kits lose their detail. This still has detail all the way around. All the way on the bottom where the Bombay is. Again, raised detail for strengthening plates, another strengthening bar here for the tail section. Inside, again, detail all the way around. No ejector pin marks. Looking good there. Let's check out some wings. Both wing halves in the same bag. Wings held together nicely. There you go. You pitch together and practically make the seam line disappear. So, lots of rivet detail, strengthening detail, hatch detail, access panel detail. Wow. Here we do have some ejector pins, raised ejector pins inside where the flap detail is. See that? It's going to require some sanding, and it looks like your sanding sticks will fit in there nicely if you need to clean those up. Good strengthening plates inside the wings. Again, a Mobius, I keep saying Mobius, HK Models logo. This is part C2, but check out all that. That's going to hold a wash beautifully. Get a little more light on the subject. And same for the top part of the wing. Again, wonderful, massive amounts of rivets. And as we saw, they fit together. You've got these really nice big attachment points that are just going to slide right into here, into here. And your wings are just going to go together simply, easily, cleanly. Oops, unless you break them. No, I didn't break it. Just trying to get it lined back up so I can put it back in the bag later. Okay. No, I'm not going to open the other one because, well, it's the same thing on the other side. So this bag has 2 sprues in it, like bombs, engine parts, gun barrels, Sprues. So, you do have gun barrels, seats, engine detail. Seems a little light on the engine detail. Superchargers look nice. The mechanisms for the guns look good. Your control sticks. I like how they've got the cowl flaps molded open. You can see right through those. Gun barrels are slide molded, and they are hollowed out at the tip. I don't know how you can see that. So you can use a very fine drill bit and make them deeper if you'd like, but they are hollowed out. Seat looks good, landing gear, tail wheel right there. You do have weight on wheel. A couple more seats. Here's a detail on the main parts of the machine guns, 1 piece, 2 halves for bombs. Here's your engine detail, looks a little soft. I'm sure we'll get some resin engine somewhere along the line. There's where your tail wheel goes. Ejector pins are on there, but you're not going to see it. Backs of the engines. It's even less detailed. Actually, those may be the front of the engines. But very nice detail throughout. Here's one of the hatches with no ejector pins inside. No sink marks on the outside. And no burring on the control stick. This one has our flaps, our main wheels, which also have weight on, detail inside the landing gear bays, and landing gear doors. Bulkheads looking good. Big, hefty landing gear legs, 1 piece. A little bit of burring on those. Again, the flaps, they also have ejector pin marks inside of them. These are not raised, these are recessed, they're the opposite of the other ones. Again, they'll clean up, no problem. But inside the doors, on the bulkheads, inside the doors, inside the main wheel bay. No ejector pins there. Looking good. And here we have more bulkheads, the top of the fuselage, radios, oxygen tanks, horizontal stabilizers, elevators. Again, 2 sprues, 1 bag. Alright, top of the fuselage, so obviously we're getting other variants coming along because this did change a little bit throughout the years. Bulkheads looking very good, floor of the flight deck looking good. Bulkheads, radios. This looks like part of one of the turrets. And control mechanism for the turrets. Back of the bulkhead does have some ejector pins, but I don't know how much you're actually going to see. But you can see the door detail looks really good. Sorry, I got a cat deciding it wanted to come into the picture. And to do that, it jumped on my shoulder. Okay. Inside, even above the flight deck controls, and inside. And there are ejector pin marks in there. And I don't know why, if you wanted to show off the detail, you couldn't figure out a way to just keep that freely mounted. But there's all your radio detail, part of the ball turret, here, and here, and here. Side bulkheads, rear bulkheads. Like I said, you got 2 doors here. This side you can see, actually see handles. And the shelf where some of the radio equipment navigator sits. And I'm thinking this is maybe a closed bomb bay door. Maybe. And here we've got our horizontal stabilizers, a couple more seats. Here's the open bomb bay doors with nice riveting detail on them. Same with the control surfaces. You do not have posable control surfaces. And the way these are molded, it would kind of be a pain to make them posable, but I'm sure there are many of you out there who have the skills to do that. I am not one of them. Back parts of the seats. There's a riveting detail on the bomb bay doors. Seats. Bomb racks. Another bulkhead with a door on it. A few ejector pins on this side of it. Now, as you can see inside the bomb bay door, there's quite a few ejector pins, which is going to require some cleanup if you're going to show them open, and a sanding stick will not fit in those. So that's a shame. But, you know, how many ejector pins did we have on the Revell kit? Monogram kit. Revell Monogram kit. Here we got props, upper turret, more gun barrels, more radios, bomb sight. 2 sprues in here. One of them's a bulkhead. And the floor to the front of the aircraft where the bombardier sits, and then the lower front gun turret. Instrument panel, probably decals for that. Again, slide molded, as you can see. And then the wonderful detail in this bulkhead. Bomb sight, control stick, radios, instrument panel. And then we've got props, fronts of the engine cowlings. Props look good. No flash, no burring. No ejector pins inside those either. So those are going to be easy to take care of. And 2 pieces of the nose, because again the nose, different versions are going to have different noses. So we'll just get one out because its opposite number is going to be the same. Maybe not. Let me show you something. I mean, detail looks really good, but let me show you a little something, something. I don't think I can get them together because of all the ejector pins around them. A little bit of flash right there. Anyway, what I wanted to show you was they both have really nice riveting detail, panel line detail, but this one, panel line right here, I don't know how you can tell, but it looks a little deeper, a little more cut out than the one on this side. It's like someone went in and cleaned it up or added it to the mold to make it a little deeper. It just stands out a little more. I just don't know how well it shows on camera. But anyway, both parts look nice. And same with the tail, different versions of the tail for different versions of the aircraft. So, there you go. Nice detail outside and in, and there are ejector pin marks in there, but you won't be able to see them. So, the nose and the tail. Last bits of colored plastic. Again, I'm sure these are parts that are interchangeable for the different versions, because there's the part of the tail section. And there's the part of one of the guns, the turrets, top or bottom, I'm not sure. But a good level of detail nonetheless. Next we got some clear parts. I'm going to take these out because these are all pretty square. These are the side panels, some of the windows, back of the upper fuselage. These I'll take out because nice touch. This is the nose piece, separate with a Tamiya style staple. There's a nose piece for this version. It's covered with this clear piece of sticky plastic to keep it from getting scratched. And then the tail with a lot of nice riveting detail around the framing. So these are going to be different for different versions. And beautifully crystal clear glass. Canopy glass with riveting detail, ball turret detail. Big old fat manual here. Right here. See how you can read through that canopy part. And then the back window of the fuselage. Very, very good clear parts. Amazingly crystal clear. Put them right back. I will be building this in 2020, just not to start off because I need to finish. The Airfix one I showed you earlier. Alright. Inside the instruction manual we have decals and some photo etch. Let's see if I can get this open. Stick it down right there. Fold it back. Alright, you got some seat belts, a couple vents, very thin photo etch, but a nice addition. You've got decals, printed by Cartograph. What more could you want to know? They're going to be great. They look good. Not too thick. Very close. Not a lot of carrier film. Good accompanying artwork. Here's your decals for your instrument panel. Very nice. Nice, nice, nice. Anytime you get Cartograph decals, it's nice. What was in there? And it goes right back off, close over it. Didn't stick to the decals. Big, fat instruction manual. I mean, tall. Information about the bird. Cautions. Symbols. And we're starting with cockpit, of course. Seats, control panels, and Bombay. Then attaching them together. Very nicely thought out details, very detailed. I mean, CAD drawing details, obviously. Applying the decal, the instrument panel. Putting windows and framing in the sides of the fuselage. It says clean up, or put in a hole right there. Just leading over there. Putting this whole main section. Cockpit, Bombay, navigator's area where the ball turret goes. Then the rear tail wheel part with another bulkhead. More of the windows and framing on the other side. Putting the two sides together. Sliding the rear gunner position into place after you assemble it all. Putting the tail section on. Framing of the window on. You know, masking would be nice for this. Where's the color callouts? Color callouts are on the back. HK Tamiya guns. And the name of the color. Very nice touch. Anyway, then the top of the fuselage with the windows, the bombardier's area, and the front gunner's area, nose section, front gun and turret, more guns in the side. Painting this is going to be a pain because you're going to have to be careful of your guns. There's an antenna going in. There's the front glass, the bottom gun turret, putting the top of the fuselage half on, the elevators, the nose section. All this is going to be interchangeable in the various versions. And we've got the ball turret going together with many, many parts. And clear parts, of course. Tail wheel. The whole mechanism slides in. There's the antenna. Some more framing. There's the Bombay doors open. So you've got your two turrets, your top turret and your bottom turret. Obviously, over here is assembling both. And your tail wheel going in. Fortunately, this is a good idea because you can paint those separately and just spray the frame. Not worry about breaking it off. There's your wings going together with your engines, your landing gear bays, tank, superchargers, exhaust, flaps up or down. Same thing on the other wing, your wheel going in. It can go in later, as you can tell. The wing's all assembled and the bay's in. So you can put your wheel in later after you paint it. Or it's got an option for wheel up, if you so desire. Nice touch. Other wing, other engine, same thing, wheel up or down. Putting the wings on, putting the gun barrels in, which this one you can wait on, and this one you can wait on for painting, which is good, you won't break those off. There's the whole thing assembled, ready to go. And there's your sprue maps, and there's a decal map, and there's a black and white color call out for one in Basingbourne, UK, Spring 44. One in... Same one, other side. Like I said, there's only two versions. This one, Sudbury, UK, late summer 44. This is all natural metal American Beauty one. So I'm sure a lot of you doing. There's your color callouts. There's the end of your instructions. There, my friends, it is. After years of wondering, why are we getting a 32nd B-17? Why are we getting a 72nd B-17? When are they going to replace the Monogram one? HK Models just did, and it looks good. Ejector pins in the bomb bay doors don't make me happy. It'll be interesting to see how well the nose and the top of the fuselage fit on, and the various versions that are coming. But here we go. We finally got it. So I want to see some of you building this. I will build it after I finish this 2-year-long build series 172nd G. Get it on its diorama, which I'll be doing beginning of 2020. So probably summer 2020. Anyway, sit your ass in your chair, get to building the kit. Thanks for watching.